So I'm here at the Maker Faire in San Mateo, California, and you'd think that anywhere else I'd be walking along with a headset on and stuff, and people would think you're weird, but not here. This place is kind of a freak fest. I don't want to say that too loud, but there were some crazy things here. I'll sort of turn around, and I don't know if you can see what's going on behind me, but it's insane. The only thing that would make this fair better would be if they legalized pot. So let me take you through a slideshow and show you some of the things that I saw here at the show today. So I thought I'd get myself ready and put on my Spock USB stick necklace. And when I got there at the Maker Faire, the first thing I saw, and thank goodness they had these, were these directional signs because I'm directionally challenged. I was heading to the robot section though. I could have taken one of the magical mystery tour buses to the main building, but I felt it was safer to walk. And this guy was really unusual. He kept following me around, and he didn't laugh at all when I asked him if it wouldn't be better if they had an engine in that thing. This was one of the coolest things there, and this was the Sharkmobile. It turns out that this guy, Patrick, had this Sharkmobile, and it was featured in Make magazine, which is a big thing, and I don't know if it swims or not. This was the first thing I saw when I got in the main building, and it made me a little concerned. I had no idea what was in that box, and I was glad the box wasn't so close to the guy. This is a great Stanford grad student who showed me how to make and animate cartoons. I explained to her that my cartoon was about a flatulent cow and a gasolizer that analyzed the gas packets, and she asked me to move on so the kids could play with the thing. Now, I thought this would be an interesting area, the Wired Geek Dad section, so I headed over there, only to find out that this simply meant leaving your kids in a Lego pit and letting them play and eat those Legos. In the Legos area, that's probably why they had this camera system, so the parents could watch the kids while they were at the soldering table, and the soldering table, boy, you could smell the burned skin and hear this slight little whimpering sound. Hey, it's R2-D2. Unfortunately, it turns out his dome motor was burned out. But luckily there was help. For only 5 cents, you could get an engineer. It's too bad they didn't get that engineer to fix the ATMs, or maybe that's the reason why all the ATMs were out of service there. I love the Diet Coke and Mentos geyser area, but the guy didn't laugh at all when I asked if it worked with Pepsi. Now this book caught my eye. Alcohol can be a gas, but when I looked at the index, they didn't even have the name Patron in there. Google, of course, was big, and they were showing Google Earth. And you could see these young guys there peering into the backyards of their neighbors and all the nudist colonies in California. I tried to talk with this kid, but he was pretty busy working the booth. I think he was 12, but his hair was 15. And this is the 3D booth, and I snapped this shot with my 3D glasses on, but then I had to duck out because I saw there was a photographer underneath the screen. This guy was kind of funny because he was investigating the buzzsaw section, and his head looked a lot like the main exhibit there. Now, I love the green coat, but I'm not sure I would wear 2 plastic flowers in my hair. Remember, accessorize, then minimize. Now, this woman had a dead lizard necklace around her neck, and that kind of creeped out the kids and PETA. Everyone was wearing tie-dye there, and I thought it was the show shirt that they got in their bags, but there wasn't a bag, so these are clothes they actually own. This is the cardboard surfboard, which is kind of interesting. I guess you put it on top of your car, because if you put it in the water, it's going to just sort of disintegrate. This is when I was getting a little bit tired, because this was a leatherworking station, and kids plus nails plus hammers is just not a good thing. I wanted to plug in my laptop to juice it up a little bit, but I was afraid that if I plugged in here, I might blow the whole show. It was interesting to all of a sudden come around the corner and see a bunch of the soldering guys sitting down in the crochet area, whimpering about their fingers. And here's the hula hoop area. Not just hula hoops, but holistic hula hoops, whatever that means. Now, this lady was affiliated with Holistic Hula Hoops. She had this fancy headdress and these sharp things, and anybody that got near her, she would take them out. My favorite robot of the whole show, it's B9 from Lost in Space, and it was actually rolling down this little hill, and I was running after it, and I snapped this picture, and it turned out great. I'm on my way out, so boy, it's been a windy day here. Kind of crazy, but I'm going to head out anyway, and maybe I'll see you at the next Maker Faire. Or not.